Hey guys, I'm Doodler and today's video is going to be another talking video. Now, you may notice before I begin with this video that there is something different about this particular talking video, and the difference is that there is also digital art footage being played as I'm speaking to you guys like it would be a normal art video. Now, I decided to do this because I wanted to add more interest to the video because I didn't think that just a blank screen with just me talking in it would be enough. Like, I wanted there to be some focal interest in the video, and I wanted to keep you guys entertained, not just speaking wise, but like actually watching a video as well. Like, I didn't want you guys to just look at a blank screen, basically. So, without further ado, before I start rambling on, let this video begin. Now, you probably have heard of this phrase at least a gazillion times in your life, but I am still going to say it regardless. There is no right or wrong in art. Like, literally, you can do anything art related and you will still be doing art, whether it is colouring, drawing, painting, anything related to that, and even 3D sculpting, modelling, building stuff, that is still art as well. You can do anything related to those things, heck, even scribbling, and even scribbling's an art, and you will not be doing anything wrong. And that is the beauty of art. Like, you can do anything you want in it, and it will not be the incorrect way to do it, which is pretty good, to be honest. Saying that, however, I know some of you watching this video may have this question in your heads right now. What if I can't draw? Well, to answer that question, I am going to reply with another question. What if you can draw? Then after I have asked that question, I am going to ask another question. What is it that makes you think you can't draw? Is it a specific weakness in your art that you may be struggling with? Is it that you are trying a specific art style and it is completely new to you, and therefore you may be struggling with that? Is it because you are doing the same thing and you are not trying new things out and not stepping out of your comfort zone? And that discourages you because you don't feel as though you are progressing. And what if you may be struggling with a specific part of your art, like anatomy, because that is a common part of art that people, myself included, struggle with. Now, everyone has their own individual way of drawing and their own individual art styles and their own individual outlook and opinions on art itself. Your way is different as well because you are an individual. Heck, even the simplest of doodles or scribbles, that is still art. That is still a drawing. And yeah, pretty much. Now, I know that some artists or some people who look at art quite a bit may compare themselves to that artist, and they may think, oh my goodness, this artist is so much better than I am. I have a lot to improve on. We're all guilty of thinking that, and that is normal. However, comparing yourself to other artists isn't very healthy for your art, as you will constantly worry about whether you are good enough to be an artist and whether you are good enough to even do art or even look at art and other things like that. Struggling at art is part of being an artist. It is part of, or even someone who does art as a hobby. Struggling is a normal part of art. Everyone is going to struggle at something at some point or another. My advice to everyone who is either a beginner at art or a veteran or an expert in art: practice makes perfect. Now, I know you may have heard this saying a lot of times as well, like the "there is no right or wrong in art" saying, but it is true. Practice does indeed make perfect. If you are struggling with an aspect of art, whether it is a specific art style you are trying, or whether it is a specific part like the eyes or the hands or the face, or maybe like landscape pictures or backgrounds, if you are struggling with those specific things or another thing that I haven't said altogether, keep practicing. Keep practicing it, and you will see improvement in your art. Yeah, sure, it may be a very long time before you see improvements, or it may feel as though you are still not progressing in the amount of time or in the way you want to progress. And that is also normal too, because everyone has their own rate of progression and improvement. But if you keep at it, and if you keep practicing, and if you keep drawing, painting, whatever, anything art related, if you keep practicing on the things you are struggling with, you will see improvements in your art, and I cannot stress that enough. You will see improvements. You will improve. Personally, as well, years and years ago, I used to think that I couldn't draw or that I couldn't do art properly, because I used to admire everyone's art as well. I used to admire the way that people paint, the way that people draw, especially on still life and realistic landscapes and portraits and stuff. I used to look at those sorts of pictures, and I still do, and I used to think as well, oh my goodness, I wish that I had that much talent as artist X or artist Y. I used to think that too. And then one day I just ended up practicing a lot, and I found out that in fact I can draw. It's just that I struggle with specific aspects of drawing. So, like, for me personally, I love doing abstract drawings. I love doodling. I love doing specific patterns in my drawings and my pieces and stuff. And the things that I struggle with is I'm going to pinpoint a specific thing that I struggle with, and that is anatomy. I cannot seem to get, like, a person's proportions right or a person's face right whenever I draw it. I would usually tend to gravitate towards a more cartoonistic style. And that is fine too, but I know if I ever wanted to go down the realistic route, that if I keep at it and I keep on practicing, I will see improvement. And that is pretty much the gist of what I'm trying to say. And with all of this said, this is actually the end of today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching it. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click that like button. And if you have any suggestions as to what you want me to draw, doodle or paint next, make sure to comment underneath the description below. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure to click that subscribe button, and also check out the description below for links to the Elemental Team's channels and links to my social networking channels. And with all of this said, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!